Hey, this is Brenda Sue. Thanks for stopping by again. This week's going to be more of a little like show and tell. We're going to show you a few things that just came in and some things that I did with them. Easy ways to make earrings, things you can do in your own workshop in very little time. And I'm going to show you also how to make a custom-made ear wire out of an eye pin. So come on over and I'll show you all about it. Okay, so I'm going to start first by showing you some wing earrings that I've made here recently. Very easy for you to do. Even though this part is not a part that we carry yet on the site, we will have it soon in raw brass. But I just did Adirondack sponge dabbers and then some diamond glaze over top. You can do the ice resin on a sponge too. Let that set up, drilled it, put an ear wire through, and there I was. I wear these a lot. Here's a pair that I just made today. And these are from the Gossamer Wing findings. Here's one that I set up in raw brass. We do carry these on the site, right and left. I did Lumiere paints, which we now carry on the site, and also some glitter, and I put a rivet through. And here's how I did it. You know, you can make holes different ways. You can use a nail and a hammer. You can use a drill. You can use a hole punch. I actually started this one with a nail, and then I finished it with my drill. And now I'm just going to tap this lightly with my riveting hammer. Now normally you would use the rivet setter over top. I'm going to see how loose that is. Yeah, probably a good idea. Just tap that with the rivet setter. Where is it now? Right here. Just tap that with the rivet setter. This one's better now. And that's in there real good. Okay, so now I'm ready to make an ear wire, and I'm going to show you how I do it. I do it with a Sharpie marker. And I have these very, very long brass ox eye pins on my site. I like them because it gives you about a 4-inch length of good wire to work with if you want to wire something, and it's a brass ox that we can have plated to match our findings, so I really like it. But if you want to make an ear wire, just do this. Keep the little eye to the front, put your thumb on it, and wrap around the Sharpie marker, slide it off. Look at that. Now all you need to do is take and bend a little tail here at the bottom, and just a little tail, nip that off. Whoops, there it went. That's not good workshop practices, you know, you want to be more careful than that, but oh well, for today. Now I'm going to pull that forward just a little bit, and then I'm going to bend this up. And now I have a lovely, lovely ear wire. Handmade, just as nice as any commercial find. And to take the roughness off the back of this, we have a wire burr cut that you can get at the site, or just a simple file, and file one way only. You don't file back and forth like you're sewing on your nails. One way only, away from you. And that will make that nice. And then just all you need to do is get a jump ring and stick that through, and you're good to go. So now you know how to make a custom-made ear wire. So easy. I want to show you a few pairs of earrings that I was working on this week. This one is very, very simple. I can't make another for you now because I didn't bring the parts down. But it's so simple. It's just this simple filigree here. Then the rose, this is all rose ox. A flower here. I'll show it on my Constant Contact newsletter. If you're signed up for that, I'll show it on there this week. A flower, this flower, we carry this all on the site. A vintage pearl. I stuck a rose ox long eye pin through it. Right through, and then just bent it up hard. Straight up the back. And just wrapped it real tight, nipped it off, stuck it on an ear wire. You could have a pendant out of this, or really nice earrings. I made a lot of these. Can you see that? Get that wrong? I made a lot of these to give away in my Art and Soul trade boxes, and I really enjoyed it. And they were so simple. It took no time whatsoever to make. I'll just lay them there so you can keep seeing. Then I made these. These have nice movement. It's nice to get a little movement in your jewelry. See, these have a little, like a little pendulum movement there. What I did is I put this on the rose ox pin, and then I made an eye out of it. And then I took another one, threaded it up through, made another eye, and then an eye here. So see, it's on an eye. I don't know if you can see in there. 2 eyes connected together, and then stuck it on an ear wire. And these parts are on our site for the most part. I know this one here is the little flower. Isn't that pretty on the inside? We have so many beautiful filigree beads and flowers and bead caps on our site. You've got to come and see. Another part that just came in this week, and Shelley will have up on the website probably by the time this video airs, is this hook and eye. And this is a really cool clasp, very simple. It's made from vintage tooling. Comes in 2 parts I have put together here. But I was thinking, if you close this down tight, you could probably hang stuff from this and then do 2 jump rings and another to connect and make some really cool steampunk type earrings. Maybe put a watch movement or something and you hang from the bottom, or even a buckle or something. I don't know. Try it. See what you come up with. And then another neat thing is this pinwheel. We had just a handful of them in a video some time back. I just got these in. We had to have these drilled out. But you can get a tube rivet up through if you want to rivet it. If not, you can just layer it on top of something like maybe a gear. Would that be cool? And do it the way I showed last week so that it'll move. So we have that you might want to try the site. Also, Shelley got a lot of the gears and cogs that just came up in pure copper as well as the raw brass up this afternoon, so you might want to have a look at them. These are pod charms, and I think what I'm going to do is line everything up really good for you next week, and we're going to experiment together and make some pod charms. And I'll have SKU numbers and everything for you, but don't these make cool pendants? Some could be earrings. This would probably be a really good earring. It would probably hang nicely. But it's made out of the flower power parts that I've manipulated over a satellite bead. Have you checked out our satellite beads yet? You're going to love them. They're made from 50s tooling. They're just so cool. I love metal beads. So you get a mix of that techno look along with the filigree. It's very, very steampunk and pretty. So you might want to come check me out next week and we'll make some of these together. But I wanted you to get excited about them and have a look at them now because they're so much fun. Okay, so that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed learning the tip and the trick about using the eye pins to make your own ear wires. And I do hope to see you next week, and thanks so much for checking me out.